What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to discuss why Darth Vader should be the main villain of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, or whatever they end up calling the sequel to this game. So this video is going to have, obviously, major spoilers for the ending of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So if you guys don't want to know the ending of that, you're going to start to see it on the screen. You're also going to start to hear me talk about it. So if you guys don't want to hear about it, turn away now. But ultimately, let's set it up. Let's set up here because we obviously get the major reveal of Darth Vader in this game. Now, this was pretty easy. This was predicted. I'm pretty sure people had been saying this for months. We even made a video predicting it and maybe saying like how they could use Darth Vader in this game. We said it a few months ago as well. So it wasn't necessarily surprising, but it was quite amazing to see Darth Vader. He had one of the coolest entrances I honestly feel like any characters had in any game. I really do feel like that. Although the ending may be slightly disappointing / maybe even majorly disappointing to some people, the Darth Vader moments in the game are absolutely like astounding. They're absolutely amazing. But the question is now raised, and again, it really does go back to the video we made. We made a video talking about Darth Vader being in this game, and one of the main things Tyler and I talked about was, well, more or less what he's going to do in the future, because Darth Vader kind of always has that thing in games where he always kind of, even Rogue One, you could argue, the movie, where he shows up too late, right? He's in control, but he kind of always uses other people to do his stuff. You could even argue in like episode 5 when he gets like bounty hunters to do his own stuff, right? But so in this game, it's actually another classic example of that. The Inquisitors, they're the ones who are doing stuff for him, and he controls them. And ultimately, when they fail him, he just gets rid of them, and he's like, all right, I guess I have to do things myself now, right? You guys can't be trusted, so I have to step in. I have to be just the greatest villain in the entire galaxy, or in the entire universe of gaming and movies and cinema and anything in general, right? So, and he does that pretty darn well. And what they make him do in the game is make him pretty much like impossible to beat, which I like that. Now, obviously, I know there's no actual way to beat him in this game, and knowing the ending of this game, it's pretty much about survival. You're pretty much just running away. I mean, you see him, and the first thing your character says is like, "This can't be good," right? So it's like, yeah, you guys know you're literally, and nobody is a match for Darth Vader except for, I guess, Starkiller in the old canon that's now ever since been erased. But again, like, I do like that. I like that the new Darth Vader of even, again, like Rogue One and what we've seen of him here, even you could argue in the Battlefront games from EA and DICE, he's very powerful. They've made him, it's been made a point to make him scary and definitely like top of the game, like nobody can take him on. And that's pretty much the point of this ending, right? Is you just have to run. There's no way you're going to actually be able to face him, even with the help of your droid BD1, even with the help of Sarah. Like, there's just no way you're going to be able to take Darth Vader on, and I love that. So now, the future. I mean, you could just come up with a random new villain. You could come up with something different, but the fact of the ending is that you destroy the holocron, and you're just going to kind of, I guess, explore the galaxy. You're not looking for Jedi. You're not going to rebuild the Jedi, I guess, in that fundamental way of like starting a Jedi Academy or a new Jedi Order and seeking out these Force-sensitive young people, basically, or young kids, and training them. You're not going to do that. You're going to let them find their own way. It wouldn't surprise me if you run into some in the second game, and maybe you do have a couple different, Jedi that you're interacting with, or people that are, again, very Force-sensitive and they're kind of molding into Jedi. I'm sure that can happen. On the flip side, it is also possible, and this is how they could probably do it. Darth Vader really does need to be the villain of the second game. I truly do believe that. There's not many Star Wars games out in this new world that we have of Star Wars, right? The Disney license giving it to EA. There's very few games, and there's not even that many games coming, right? And of those games, like, would it be amazing if we could get a game? And I know I saw a lot of people say that. Could we get a game like where we play as Darth Vader? I mean, that would be amazing, right? Or play just as an evil, just somebody evil, because people love those kind of games. That would be awesome. For this world of what they're building with Jedi Fallen Order, it really makes sense that Darth Vader, steps up and he's the next villain for the next game. I guess if you do that, you are kind of putting like a lid, because it's like, well, who could be like, if it's a trilogy, who could be the villain of like a third game? And do you necessarily think of that right now as you're constructing the second game? Maybe not really, but you'd have to imagine they're going to keep making these games until they just completely fail. This game, Jedi Fallen Order, is absolutely amazing, but it makes sense to make the top dog the villain, and you'd have to use him wisely because I don't really want it to be where you could definitely take him on and beat him at the end of the game. Again, it all has to be part of the, like, I guess official canon, right? It's in between 3 and 4. You could even argue in between 3 and Rogue One. He's not going to get majorly hurt. You're not going to send him into like a coma, or you're not going to like knock him out of the game for long, right? So I agree, like I understand that there's technically limited things you could do, but he can still show up. He can still be a menace. He can kill some of your friends. He can kill some of the young Jedi maybe you're doing. And he's not going to be like in every scene. He wouldn't be the villain. I mean, this game has a lot of boss battles, right? Basically, it's got a lot of boss battles. He doesn't have to be that. Again, because they destroyed the holocron, there's just Force-sensitive people all throughout the galaxy, right? There's just so many of them. Some of them may find their way and become Jedi, become good, right? Use the Force in, I guess, the quote-unquote right way to, like, have peace and balance and all that kind of stuff. But some may be bad seeds, and also some might fall in the Empire's hands. The Empire is everywhere, we know, in that time period, so they are bound to find some of them. So basically what I'm saying is you can set it up where they are training some of them themselves. Maybe Darth Vader takes on a few of them himself, and they could be boss battles throughout the game that maybe you could defeat. Super easy. I mean, you just kind of find those placeholder filler, which really, it's what the Inquisitors are, right? They're kind of like placeholder, like middle-tier villains, right? You're not facing the Emperor, you're not facing Darth Vader, but you need somebody. You can't, like, just face stormtroopers consistently, and yeah, there's different variations of them, but you know what I mean? You need to have that kind of middle ground, and they've done it they did it pretty well in Jedi Fallen Order. I think now it's just time to take to the next level. It would be difficult. It's going to be difficult if Vader will be the next villain because, again, you have to make him menacing, you have to make him scary, you have to make him powerful, and it's got to be consistent. I think it's pretty easy to do that in a 5 to 10 minute stretch. And you could even argue that, right? Jedi Fallen Order, he only really needs to be cool for like 10 minutes. A solid 10 minutes because that's all he is in the game. For Rogue One, he only needs to be awesome for probably, 4 minutes of screen time when he was with Krennic and then when he was destroying the rebels, when they were passing the plans off. I mean, total screen time, or when he was like standing there with his ship getting ready to like, come into that. He was really on the screen for 3, 4, 5 minutes absolute max. So I agree that it's pretty easy to do that. At the same time, like the movies, 4, 5, 6 did it really, really well. Again, Battlefront's done it in its own way very well. We're like, yeah, he's not in the story, he's not part of that, right? But in the game, like, he's the most powerful in terms of like health and in terms of like maybe being a tank and doing damage. He's the most powerful. So there is an emphasis on making him the top dog, right? And I like that. And if he is the main villain in the second game, which I do think he should be, I really don't think they should just find another random middle tier villain. I think you go big. Like, what's the harm in it? People love Vader. They're doing a really good job incorporating him into these properties recently. I don't think there's any problem with trying to make him the second villain or the main villain of the second game. And again, to my point, I really do hope in future games or in other games in general, not even from Respawn, we can see him even more in it. I mean, whenever you have the chance to add Vader to a property, I think you do it. And that was one of the main arguments Tyler and I made going into Jedi Fallen Order is like, okay, it's in between 3 and 4. There's a Jedi. There's basically you're a Jedi. You're like a rogue Jedi on the loose. Technically, you have a former Jedi Knight kind of as your mentor throughout the game. Like, you guys are just out. Everybody knows about you. And we know during that time period, like, Vader is very much around. And Vader's very much doing things and, like, hunting those Jedi down. I guess technically that's not like official stuff, but like we know that that's what happened and they know it as well, so they're able to kind of fit it in, again, this new canon that we have. So, it makes sense. And even if he's not the main villain of the second game, again, he needs to be in it. He just needs to, because you can't have, again, these people roaming around, maybe recruiting, because he doesn't know they destroyed the holocron. For all he knows, they have the holocron and they're going around just recruiting Jedi. So obviously Vader is going to be like, oh, okay, well, we need to find some of them too, however we can do it. We don't have the holocron anymore, but we need to find them ourselves, and we're going to recruit them, and we're not even recruit, we're going to take them, and they will become become ours, and we're not going to ask questions about it. And that's what they're going to do, right? And at the same time, they're going to hunt down the main character, like who you're playing as in this game. So that's just what's going to happen. So in order for that to happen, Vader needs to be a prominent, I think, role. If he's not the main villain, he's not the final boss battle where it's like some epic thing. And again, I feel like the final thing I'll say is I do think in a way, I don't want him to be beatable. I don't want to just totally school him at the end, but to have him be kind of like where we're going, where we're heading, and kind of see like, all right, we achieved a lot in the first game. We really didn't start out all that powerful, and then we got pretty powerful, but still compared to him, it's like we were not even remotely close. And they can say that basically in the second game where it's like, hey, we got a lot of training to do, because if we're gonna, we can like bring as many Jedi into this fight as we want. We can really try and take it to the Empire, but we are not even close to being as powerful as Vader. So we got to get more powerful. So again, if the game is kind of like, all right, well, we're starting pretty strong, and we're gonna get to like where we could pretty much call ourselves a Jedi or a Jedi Knight, right? We can handle ourselves, and we're not gonna get destroyed by Vader, but we're not gonna be able to destroy him. We can kind of hold our own. And if that's like the goal that they're trying to reach by the end of the game, I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of a good benchmark that the game can kind of be leading to. I think you can do a lot of really awesome things with that like premise put into place. I really do. And so I think if they went that way, that would be something that I think they should look at. They're like, that's the end goal. You're not going to destroy Vader. I don't want to be more powerful than, yeah, it would be cool, but I don't want that in terms of a story. I don't want to be more powerful than him, but at the same time, you should try to at least be able to like survive, where you don't have to run. Maybe something could happen. Maybe you're going to get lucky. Maybe if you have enough numbers, strength in numbers, you can take him on. I think that could be a central, plot idea of the next game. So lots discussed in this video. Let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think? Should Vader be the next villain or the main villain of the second Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game, or whatever they end up calling it? What do you think the plot should be in general of the game? Let me know all those things in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit that bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And thank you, as always, for watching. And I hope to see you all on the next video.